Pause the scroll for a second, because if you're thinking about moving to Savannah or coastal Georgia, there's a really good chance you can afford more house than you think.
And if you're relocating from a bigger metro area, sitting on a low interest rate, or wondering if moving even makes sense anymore, this video is going to change how you look at your options.
Today, we're breaking down real numbers, real neighborhoods, and what affordability actually looks like in Savannah, Richmond Hill, Pooler, and beyond, so you can move forward with clarity instead of just using guesswork.
Hey everyone, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Erin. We're the owners of the Wellspring Group, and every single day we help buyers relocate to Savannah and coastal Georgia with confidence with the agents on our team.
Whether you're moving from out of state, upgrading your home, or trying to figure out how far your money really will go, we help people make smart, informed decisions in a market that can sometimes feel overwhelming.
So let's talk about affordability, what you can buy, what it truly costs each month, and how to plan your move strategically for 2026 and beyond. Let's start with the question that everyone asks first. Interest rates. They have been between 6 and 7% for much of the last 3 years, but after ending the year and starting the year with multiple rate cuts from the Federal Reserve and then seeing some intervention from the White House as well, interest rates are trending in the right direction. You need to know the current rates though, so that means you should probably call today so that we can give you an update.
When you're relocating from somewhere like Atlanta, New York, or the Northeast, a higher interest rate than what you've been used to may sound scary, but the context matters. At
3%, a $400,000 home, depending on down payment, was around $1,700 a month. And at 7%, that same home and same down payment could be closer to $2,700 a month.
That's real money, but here's the thing that most people overlook. If you already own a home, you've likely built up equity that can dramatically change your buying power.
Equity gives you options. It reduces the amount you finance, it could offset higher rates, and it could help you move without draining your savings account.
And that's important. Here's a simple example. If you've built $60,000 in equity in your current home, that can become a down payment on a $450,000 home here in coastal Georgia, sometimes with room left over for closing costs or updates.
So instead of asking, can I afford to move, the better question is, how should I structure this smartly? That's where strategy, not timing, make the difference.
Down payments aren't a one-size-fits-all conversation. Yes, 10 to 20% is common, but first-time home buyers, veterans, and USDA eligible buyers may qualify for significantly less money down.
We also see relocation buyers use gift funds, equity, or relocation packages to increase what they can qualify for.
And here's something that many people don't realize. There are even loan products out there that allow you to tap into your equity before your current home sells. The takeaway? There are usually more options than what you think, especially when you plan ahead.
Now let's talk about the full monthly picture, because affordability isn't just about the mortgage. In Savannah, property taxes generally run about 1% annually. A $450,000 home equals roughly $375 a month in taxes.
Homeowners insurance typically runs between $200 and $300 a month depending on the age of the home, the location, and the coverage level that you select. Flood insurance also may be required in certain neighborhoods, and this is information that you can find out before ever stepping foot into a house.
This is where local guidance matters. Buying in the right location can save you thousands per year.
HOA fees vary too, anywhere between $50 a month to $200 a month, just depending on the community.
So your true monthly cost is mortgage, taxes, insurance, HOA, and flood risk. This total number is the full picture we help our clients understand before they buy.
One reason relocation buyers love coastal Georgia is the overall cost of living. Housing here runs between 10 and 15% below the national average. Utilities and groceries are also lower than many major metros.
And commutes are manageable. Richmond Hill to Savannah is just 25 to 35 minutes, depending on where you're coming from. And if you're driving in from Pooler to Savannah, that's like 20 to 25 minutes. And many Savannah neighborhoods are even shorter.
That time and money, that adds up fast.
Homeownership always means planning for maintenance. Roofs can run $12,000 to $20,000 or more depending on the size. An HVAC system could be $10,000, and even new homes need upkeep.
That's why we negotiate hard during the inspection period in your contract, so you are protected before you ever move in.
When you put numbers into neighborhoods, you can be in the same region, but a very different lifestyle. If you're curious what the average monthly cost would be based on a city or a price point, reach out to us and we'll help you run those numbers.
Let's pivot from pricing to houses. New construction deserves a serious look, especially for our relocation buyers. Builders often offer incentives like closing costs, interest rate buydowns, or preferred lender programs. Those incentives can change your numbers significantly, and they change often.
That's why having someone who tracks them regularly matters.
Imagine this. You bought a home for $600,000 3 years ago at a 3% interest rate. Today, you could have $120,000 in equity.
And you could use that equity to cover most of your down payment and closing costs on your next home, allowing you to upgrade your lifestyle, find a better location, or get more space. Your monthly payment may change, but your quality of life does too.
The biggest mistake that we see is letting fear drive the decision.
Affordability isn't about guessing, and what it's really about is planning. And when you plan well, you usually have more options than you expected.
If you're considering a move to Savannah or coastal Georgia, we can connect you with trusted lenders to run real numbers. No pressure, no surprises, and no phone trees since they're all local.
You can also schedule a consultation with our team directly. We'll help you map out neighborhoods, budgets, and timing that actually will fit your life.
And be sure to check out our new construction video for current incentives and opportunities.
Subscribe, like, and drop your questions in the comments below. We're here to help you make a confident move.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.